Hello everyone, how is it going? Oh my god, I feel so happy to be back again to upload a new video after 5-6 months not uploading literally anything since Eurovision 2024 back in May. Wow, but I am here because I would like to talk about Eurovision 2024. This is an overall perspective about everything because as you can see, I didn't do any reaction, I didn't do any comment at all about this Junior edition, and I feel I need to do it. I feel happy for this event. We have lived in Madrid, and guess what? Guess where do I live? I live in Madrid, so it was my perfect opportunity to be there in the Caja Mágica, live in the arena, to live this amazing experience. And yes, I did, and I had a lot of fun, and I would like to tell you how I lived that inside of the arena. And yeah, let's talk about the Eurovision 2024 Junior in general this year. When it was announced several months ago that Spain would host the Junior Eurovision 2024, I felt extremely happy because I found this as a great, excellent opportunity to show off and to prove that we can do a Eurovision event in Spain. Finally, the outcome was amazing because I do believe we made a good job. I am so happy for the host, Ruth Lorenzo, Melanie, and the guy, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't remember his name. They have been excellent, especially the girls. And yeah, I do feel that it was a great, amazing production. I was so afraid because of that, because you know, RTVE, our public broadcaster, always fails in sound or in image while doing live shows. So I was very worried about that, and finally we did great. Of course there are some mistakes, but I feel happy for this final result. I hope that this is our great opportunity to prove that we can do the adult Eurovision, because we all expect to celebrate in Spain a Eurovision edition. There are many Euro fans that actually live in Spain, that we are all Spanish, and you could see that in the Caja Mágica, because when I was approaching to the venue, I left the metro, because in Madrid we can move by metro very easily, and there was a big parade of people going from the metro station to the Caja Mágica, and you could see a lot of Eurofans, actually really my age or even higher, and there were also a lot of families. It was so beautiful to see all the children with their parents, and also with group of children, also with their parents as a group, you know, and they were all going there to see the Junior Eurovision live, and to sing and to dance and to have fun. They were waving their flags of Spain, and they were also with their face painted, you know, and it was so beautiful to see. I said, oh, this is the model of family I would like to become in some years, you know, to have children and to introduce them to this amazing festival contest so that they can also enjoy. I felt so happy watching that scene, and it was my first beautiful reaction of going to the Junior Eurovision live. Okay, so then we came in the area of the Caja Mágica, we passed the security control, and we were walking around the outdoors area, which is surrounding the venue, but still outdoors. Yeah, there were many things out there. There was a photo call with RTVE hosts taking pictures, you know, all these people you see on TV. And also I saw some acquaintances I have from the Eurofan sphere, and some friends. We were talking to each other. It was fine. It was a beautiful environment, and also a lot of children out there ready to enjoy the show. Yeah, I was there walking around, and suddenly you won't believe who I see. I saw Kalin. Yeah, Kalin from Austria 2024, she was there, just inside of the people. She was walking like a diva, and everyone was taking pictures with her. It's like, what is she doing there? I don't know, because Austria was not taking part in Junior Eurovision. It has been a long time Austria is not taking part, and I don't know, I believe she is not living in Madrid, so she came for this occasion, and I believe it was excellent. It was so beautiful, So I asked for a picture with her, and we did, and she was so kind, she was so nice that she agreed, and she did. While we were saying thank you, Colleen, for taking the picture, you're so nice, my friends told her, you were my favorite from last year Eurovision. Actually, that is true. I told her, thank you, Colleen, tonight we will rave. And I believe she liked that thing I said to her. Okay, then we passed to the indoors of the building, and it was so beautiful to see for the first time that live stage. It was huge, the vertical screen, it was so high. Actually, it was so high. That is the first thing I thought, and it has a very good appearance. Actually, I was happy to see that, and I thought, wow, RTVE has done this is great. There was some vertical garden surrounding the screen, and it was weird. When it was announced, it would look like that, but actually the live image appearance was alright, and yeah, it was our time to take a seat. So we came to the, to the benches, and we came to our row, our seats, and discover who was right in front of us. Right in front of us in the front area of seats, there were the Benidorm Fest 2025 artists. They were right there, like VIP people. They were all there. Melody, Sonia, Selena, everyone were there. So it was so cool to see them. And yeah, then the show started. But it was so interesting that I was equally focused on the show and equally focused on the reaction of those Benidorm Fest artists. And it was curious to find out what they were doing while watching the Eurovision. Then the show began with that amazing flag parade that actually was so cool because it was the first approach to those participants, to those kids who were waving their flags, very proud of their country, are very excited for what was coming up next, which was all the performances. So I felt so good there watching that. I felt a lot of goosebumps, literally a lot of goosebumps. And yeah, I remember that as a very beautiful moment. Then, So Eclosure, Sandra Valero and Maria Isabel from Eurovision 2004 came on stage and started to sing. Well, actually it was during the flag parade. And yeah, it was a beautiful moment of unity, of celebrating being together, of celebrating the victory, the second place, the hosting, the remembering 20 years ago our own victory in Junior Eurovision. It was so cool. But I would have liked it to be maybe longer or maybe with more protagonism for these three girls. So yeah, anyway, but it was so cool to begin the show with that. Then Italy came on stage kicking off the competition, and I do believe that is the best song to start with because it was so uplifting and it introduced us to the mood of the Eurovision very accurately. This is a song which is designed for children, which is actually so fun, and the staging was so good. So it was a very good beginning for the show. Then Estonia came to perform in the second place, which means the death spot. Actually, that was true because that position for Estonia felt very plain and a little bit dull, and I felt so bad for that because the song actually is alright, but the designing of the stage and the overall mood during that song was very was so I felt so bad for Estonia because I wish they come back the following year. I'm so concerned that maybe they quit the Junior Eurovision because of their bad results they are getting last year and this year. I hope they don't retire, please. The third place to perform was for Albania, and Albania is the most interesting country for me in this young competition because Albania is always doing their own thing, absolutely, and nobody expects literally anything about Albania. But finally, it comes to the live performance and it has something. It has something that finally let them get a quite good result. And it was the case of this year. That song in studio version was, in my opinion, a little bit boring. with nothing to say, but live on stage, it grew a lot. And actually, we were all in that arena doing like this, together with the rhythm of the song. And I felt that a very unique moment that was never repeated again during the whole contest. And yeah, I felt like that. And finally, I said, okay, I do like Albania. Albania has done very good. Armenia is so nice, is so much fun. Leo is so super cute that I really enjoyed watching him jumping on that structure of the orbit of the planets together with his dancers. That I really enjoyed that part of the show. That song was truly amazing, and I thought Armenia would do better. But anyway, we all had fun looking at him. Cyprus was my favorite song before the contest, and when I saw that live, it was great, it was amazing. But there was something out there that during the postcard of Cyprus before the performance, I told my friend, I told him, wow, Cyprus, such a banger that actually looks it's going to flop. And finally, I'm so sad that I was completely true, because Cyprus didn't get a good result, and I don't understand why. Because singing in Greek sounded amazing, the performance was very, wow, uplifting with that fire. I was quite on the top of the arena, and I could feel the heat of that flames burning in the final chorus. So yeah, it was very uplifting. All the arena enjoyed that performance, and there was a big applause after the performance of Cyprus. I don't know what has happened. Then France came on stage, and we were all so bored for France that is always doing amazing. It's like, okay, France, you can let the others compete, please. Because yeah, it was so cool to see that, you know, they decided to bring that kind of strips of light on the ground. And we said to each other, my friends and I, why France has brought that? I mean, what do they try to pretend? Actually bringing that excellence. And yeah, the performance came, it was so enjoyable, it was so good. But at the end we said, okay, it is perfect, but we don't know why there's something missing. Yeah, that was our final conclusion. But finally, France got a fourth or fifth place. I don't remember, which actually is so good. North Macedonia is a master in bringing empty stages, and I don't get why don't they realize that it simply doesn't work. I mean, you cannot bring a childish performance to the Junior Eurovision with an empty stage. It is not suitable with the atmosphere and the mood and the purpose of a Junior edition. I mean, if you're bringing something uplifting, as it was the case with that run, give us some dance, give us some visual movement, meaning with other performances, with other people performing in that stage. I mean, that is my wrong issue. But the voice of them, especially the voice of her, it was great and it sounded amazing live in the arena. Poland has been my guilty pleasure of this edition. That song that actually didn't catch the attention of the people, but I really liked it. I love the message. I love him. I love the way he performs. I love how cute, extremely cute he is. I mean, his parents must be so super proud of him. And yeah, I really like that mood of that performance. I will tell you that while we were watching the show on the stage, on the arena, on the back screen, he appeared, and all of a sudden he became older, you know, step by step, and it looked so cringy. It looked so artificially intelligence made in a wrong way that it was, you know, actually it made us laugh. It's so bad because they are kids, but it honestly made us laugh. So yeah, that was the funny point of Poland actually. Georgia, the winner of the edition. Wow, nobody expected Georgia to win. I could have never imagined Georgia winning. Never. And I saw the contest, and right before the voting, I would have never thought Georgia would win, but finally they did. And actually, yeah, I think it is deserved. Why we didn't expect Poland to win if it would be a deservable winner, actually. So yeah, it was so weird. In the arena, the mood weren't very high after the performance of Georgia. It was a good, relaxing song, yeah, to be impressed by his voice and also the movements and dancing of the of his partner that was on stage. Yeah, but only that. It was for some people, I personally know. For some of them, it was the toilet break. That is true. But yeah, honestly, it was great. So yeah, it was the biggest surprise I have ever found on the Junior Eurovision. And yeah, there's nothing else to say about Georgia, only that. After Georgia, it was the turn of Spain, the host country. 95% of the people in the arena were Spanish, and wow, it was a moment to live. It was a moment to live life. It was so beautiful, and yeah, during the performance, there were a lot of things to do: jumping, singing, dancing. We were all doing so many things, all standing up, that it was a blur in my mind that moment. I was trying to film with my mobile phone. I was trying to do a lot of things that actually I didn't know what to do. I was focusing on too many things at the same time. But I really enjoyed the performance, and everyone were very excited for Spain, that we were celebrating this at home, you know. So yeah, it was such a beautiful moment. It felt like a Euro Cup, you know, from football or any other sport. And yeah, it was so exciting to see all the people together, joined by music. The paper of Chloe was excellent. She is so cute, she is so nice, she's so talented. She did amazing. So we were all so proud of her, and we truly believed we would make the top 3. Finally we didn't, but it was like that song that we said, okay, who stood up more than Spain? We thought that no one, but yeah, there were other 5 songs that catch better the attention of the people. Anyway, Germany with that amazing singer we all love, because he made the reggaeton steps so funny during his postcard. That was iconic. Actually did amazing. He sang very good. He brought a very good message to saving the world, to the Eurovision, and it was so good. Yeah, it was very European, you know, it was so, European child-related topic. And yeah, I really enjoyed that performance. It was okay, but after the euphoria of the performance of Spain, actually it was a moment to relax, and it was a moment to enjoy. I felt it like that. Netherlands was amazing. I didn't expect Netherlands to be that good live on stage. Yeah, because when the songs were released in that studio version, Netherlands was okay. But while we were watching the live show, we said, okay, Netherlands, let's pay attention to Netherlands, because actually this is a good song. This is a very good song. We all were saying that. Everyone enjoyed the song, and the attitude of the 4 main singers were excellent. I remember that one part during the performance, while the male singer was singing, some of the girls were hidden behind a screen that was in the middle of the stage, and we saw through our seats that they were cheering at us, and that was so iconic to do it there. You know, yeah, and it felt so good how they transmitted the energy. Yeah, I really liked Netherlands. Yeah, I did. Then we arrived to San Marino. These 4 Italian girls were singing Come Noi, and it was a moment of pleasant, a moment to be relaxed, a moment to just enjoy, just to be there. And yeah, I felt so bad because they were so talented, but that song didn't have the hook that other songs did. So yeah, I was feeling a little bad for them. However, I hope they enjoyed, and I am so happy that San Marino came back. I hope Andorra, for example, one day can come back. So I expect a good and yeah, and long-lasting life for San Marino in the Junior Eurovision. Let's see. Ukraine did amazing live on stage. That was an amazing song, and especially the attitude of Artem, the main singer. Wow, he was giving all his best. He felt like a superstar with a long-lasting career in the music industry. Yeah, I was completely shocked about him because he could sing with that, that very good attitude, and also giving very smart and beautiful movements to see him performing. Yeah, I was mind-blowing about this. I didn't know he was that talented, and we all said, okay, Ukraine is coming to compete. And finally they competed, but anyway, there were other people getting better actually, but yeah, we were always there looking at Ukraine. Portugal, my winner of this edition. In my opinion, Portugal should have won this edition of the Junior Eurovision because Victoria Nicole did great. At the end of the song, some high notes weren't perfectly matched, but I don't care. I don't care. They are children and they have still a lot to learn and a lot to improve, but she's already there. She can perform with that beautiful with those beautiful feelings she was showing during her performance, and also that brave big shout at the end of the song. I felt literally goosebumps. The whole arena were shocked because of her, and we all believed Portugal would win the Junior Eurovision this year, and we were all Portugal, 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 because Portugal deserved to win, in my opinion. I will tell you something. The Benidorm Fest 2025 contestants were right in front of me watching the contest, as I told you, and most of them were shocked about this song. For other songs, they didn't applaud, they didn't show any emotion at all, but for this song, some of them started to record, some of them started to move their head with the rhythm of the song, some of them started to applaud at the end of the song. Yeah, that was the general mood of everything. It felt like she was the only and unique winner. And I don't know what has happened finally, because she got the highest place for the televote, but she didn't for the juries, and it doesn't match the common sense because it was a very jury appealing song. And yeah, I don't understand why juries didn't vote for Portugal, or why the juries for Spain didn't give her the 12 points. I mean, she has sung in Portuguese and also in Spanish, so we could understand very good the meaning of the song. And I would like to tell you something about this. I am so happy that she has sung on the Junior Eurovision representing Portugal, even though she's from Venezuela, which is a country that is always in my heart. I personally love Venezuela so much. I have relatives from Venezuela, and this is a country that deserves some recognition. This is a country that deserves a message to be spread, and actually Victoria Nicole did that. She has sung for all those Venezuelan people that had to migrate, that had to be there in Venezuela, living in that conditions. If you listen to that song, if you understand the lyrics, you could understand and match the song with the meaning of Venezuela, which is a country that she's also representing at Eurovision. So I expected that Spain would understand the message and vote more for her. We gave her the 8 points for the juries, which means our third highest place. I think this is so little for Portugal and for so much talent she has showed. So yeah, I don't understand anything. It has been a very weird Junior Eurovision, but okay. I honestly don't care because they are children. We don't want to give them the pressure to win because they don't deserve. They are there to have fun and to represent their country, as good as they do. But yeah, I felt a little bit disappointed for that. But anyway, I still say that the victory for Georgia was deserved because he sang amazing as well. After the big explosion of Portugal came Ireland, which was a very good song. It was all so pleasant, so funny to see, the dance, the move, everything. But yeah, we were all expecting to finish and see the final voting because it felt like everything was already sold. You know, that is the wrong part of performing at the end after the personal favorite of a person. That yeah, you're there performing, you're doing amazing, but I'm still thinking of the previous performance. But anyway, she was so talented. She sang in Irish or Gaelic, I don't know how to say, but I believe it's Irish. And yeah, I like when they represent their culture through the language. And yeah, I was so happy for Ireland this year. And finally, Malta, also representing his culture because he sang the whole song in Maltese, which I believe this is excellent because we actually don't know how Maltese sounds. They never sang anything in Maltese, and it was a good choice because he got the 5th place, completely deserved. Before the contest, I believe the song was okay, but I didn't see a big hook in that song, but live it changed a lot. He has a strong charisma, and it was so beautiful to see that amazing kid singing. Yeah, and it all felt so emotional and so beautiful to see. The melody of the song was great, very melodic, very beautiful to listen to. And yeah, I knew that Malta would be great. And finally, I believe they were the second most voted for the televote, and I do believe this is amazing and very well deserved. Okay, so now it's time for me to tell you my final top 17 for this Junior Eurovision 2024 up to what I saw live and what I felt during these amazing performances of these amazing kids. I hope we can see them performing in the adult Eurovision, and I also hope that the Junior Eurovision can grow and more countries would join in the following editions. I expect that Georgia makes an amazing show next year in Tbilisi, Kutaisi. We'll see what they decide to do, but honestly, I'm happy that the Junior Eurovision is coming back to Eastern Europe, and they have the opportunity to celebrate it in their own land, and the Georgians can go there, feel that they are going to be seen for the rest of Europe, and that they can do their own thing. I'm sure they are going to make amazing. So that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this coming back video, and let's catch up. Subscribe because I'm going to be uploading a lot more content about the Eurovision Song Contest 2025. Yeah, and that's random things I would like to do. So yeah, let's see you in following videos, but don't go because now it's coming my top 17 for this Junior Eurovision 2024. Bye!
Camminiamo sopra le stelle.